What is up, guys, and welcome back to some more NCAA 07 action with Christian Okafor, the running back for Notre Dame. Sorry I've not given this series that much attention over the last week. I was actually on spring break with my family. We went to Breckenridge and hit the slopes, and I am proud to announce, guys, that I was actually able to do a couple blacks. I've never attempted a black, so I'm so happy I was able to stay on my feet. But anyways, we are about to get back on the grind with 07. First thing we're going to do, guys, is take our midterm exam, and then we're going to be playing UCLA and Navy in this episode. And as always, guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subs, and right now we are only 5 away. All right, so the first thing we got to do in this episode is take our midterm exam. If you guys don't remember, my major is English, and I'm not going to lie, these exams are hard, and I didn't do them by myself. Luckily, we have the internet because, bam, I was able to get 100. Basically, I just had to search for all these answers because I had no clue. Hopefully, that 100 bumps up my GPA. With only one day left on the calendar, I'm not going to be able to meet with a tutor or do any practice drills. So the only thing that is left is actually do a social activity. Hopefully that increases my campus popularity. Another couple things that we're going to do before we start today's game is actually go into Christian Okafor's ratings. I do have 8 points that I'm going to use, and I've decided to put a lot of these points towards strength and a couple towards stamina. We still got to work on that stamina with Christian, but we're going to bump that up to a 90. And then we're going to throw all the rest at strength, which bumps him up to an 84 strength, which makes him a power back, and he's an 85 overall now. Now, a lot of you guys have written in the comments, if you're a running back, why are you not putting more towards agility, acceleration, and break tackle? Well, at the very beginning of this series, I decided to be an English major because it said that English major would boost all of those ratings. So I'm still waiting to complete one full year and see if I actually do get a really big boost in these categories. If I don't, then obviously, yes, I'm going to be putting a ton of points into agility, acceleration, and break tackle because these need to be 99 by the time he's a junior or senior. Last thing we're going to do before we get started with today's games is change Christian's equipment. I do this every couple episodes, and I want to get a vibe of kind of like a old school 1970s defensive tackle. So we're going to change his helmet to a Revolution. We're going to give him a big face mask with the Revo G2EG, and then we're going to give him some eye paint, the nasal strip. We're going to take that mouthpiece away so you can just see him grinding his teeth as he's running people over. We're also going to hook this guy up with some insane arm pads on both arms. Look at those things, man. You know our favorite move is giving people the stiffy, so we need to have paddings on those forearms. Last but not least, guys, we are going to spat up those ankles with some team color tape.
Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler here with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, bringing you today's exciting matchup. It's the most miserable weather you could have for a football game. Cold and rainy for the UCLA Bruins and the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. This college football season continues to roll on, and we've got what looks like a spectacular battle headed your way. And here comes the Fighting Irish. The Fighting Irish should have their way with this team. Herbie, why don't you tell us about their star?
Notre Dame has so many weapons offensively, but it all starts with their outstanding quarterback. Now, against this defense, I look for him to have no problem spreading the ball around. This could be a career day.
You're absolutely right. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish are going to win this game.
All right, guys, so picking up action on the very first drive for the UCLA Bruins. They are facing a 3rd and 12. Our defense is ready to play today. We are playing at home. We got the crowd pumped up. And just like that, 3 and out after a monster hit by number 95. Fighting Irish take over on offense. We're looking to get Christian going early, do a little play action, and we just go straight up deep to Schultz. Not able to make it into the end zone, but he gets tackled at the 1-yard line. You know what we're going to do next, baby. We're just going to straight up punch it in, getting that I formation right behind Taylor, and we're just going to take the lead right off the bat, baby. Christian Okafor, 1 rushing yard, 1 touchdown. With the 7-0 lead back on defense, it is facing another 3rd and 6. UCLA, for whatever reason, they decided to run a toss play, and that is not going anywhere. Number 52, the linebacker, makes sure that becomes a 4th down, and there is another punt. Back on offense, we're going to our favorite play, the direct snap to Okafor. Bounces it out to the right side, gives a stiff arm for the first, and then able to do a spin move, gets all the way inside the 25. That was actually a really big gain right there. Very next play, we try to get the ball deep doing a play action pass, and our quarterback gets sacked and we're just never able to recover, having to settle for a 47-yard field goal if we can make it. And the kick is good. We got a 10-0 lead on our hands, guys, in the first quarter. Once again, man, this Fighting Irish defense is playing phenomenal. Forcing a 3rd and 24. Bridges trying to find somebody open. Ends up checking it down to Brothers, but he gets tackled immediately out of bounds. And that forces the 3rd punt of the game. Meanwhile, Okafor having another great day. Stiff arming people. I'm telling you what, man, those elbow pads are working. With everybody focusing on Christian now, we're going to start doing a little play action pass. And we're looking for Wilson across the middle of the field. He's able to pick up a first down. And with this Bruins defense on their toes, we're just going to keep throwing the ball right now. Everybody's looking at Okafor, so we're going to have him pass protect for us. We end up finding Pino running the drag, able to run away from his man, gets tackled inside the 5. We are about to go up 17 on these boys inside the 5. You know what we're doing. We're giving Okafor the ball, sprints to the outside, thinking he might need to do the stiff arm, but then he decides just to accelerate. Easy touchdown, baby. Second one of the day. With our defense playing as well as it is about to get ridiculous here in the first half. Fumble! Defense picks it up. Unfortunately, we're not able to score, but guess what? That gives that boy Christian Okafor a chance to punch it in for his 3rd touchdown of the day. Can we do it? It is 3rd and 13 right now. I know you wouldn't consider this a good time to run a run play, but with Okafor, why not? Little bounce outside, juke move, touchdown, baby. 3rd touchdown of the day for that man, Okafor. And we are up now 24-0, and it's not even halftime. And it's only going to get worse. Another 3rd down, another stop. Once again, the Bruins have to punt. I don't even think they've gotten a first down this entire half. But you know what we're going to do? A little bit of time left. Why not just throw it deep to our boy Wilson, the All-American, the front runner for the Heisman Trophy. We haven't said his name today, but guess what? Boom! Hit him with that deep touchdown, baby. 85 yards. He's able to showboat into the end zone. Now it is 31-0. Now with only 51 seconds left to go in the half, UCLA looks like they've gotten at least 1 first down, but they're not going to get another one. They end up having to punt the ball, and we're just going to start milking the clock, using our timeouts, and it's going to set us up for a field goal with only 3 seconds left to go in the half. This one from 47 out. And it is good. I tell you what, guys, I'm getting my field goals down. It is now 34-0 at the half. Start of the second half, Fighting Irish get the ball first. We're looking to put some more points on the board, but we also want to waste the clock. There's no reason to just straight up whoop this team by 60, so we're just going to give Okafor the ball a lot this half. Unfortunately, he starts getting tired. Even though we got his stamina up to a 90, we're forced to throw the ball, and that's when I start making bad decisions. Holiday intercepts it. Looks like he's about to take it in for the touchdown, but at least Pino is able to stop him, forcing their offense to actually score a touchdown. But our defense holds strong, man. Not able to complete the 3rd down play. That ends up making the Bruins kick a field goal. So that's probably the best outcome we could have had on that turnover. They do get 3 points, so it is now 34-3. Back on offense, we're going to do the exact same thing. Run the clock all the way down and just give Christian the ball. Obviously, we want him to have over 100 yards rushing today. But I'm looking to get this game over with since we are so far out in front of this team. After giving Christian the ball 3 times in a row, he's kind of tired, but I decided to give it to him one more time, and they make us pay. He ends up fumbling it. I should have known better. His little square at the play screen was like literally a brown instead of a green, so he was exhausted. Once again, we put our defense pretty much in a bad situation. On 4th and 2, we get faked out on the play action, and they end up hitting Caldwell down the sideline for a touchdown. And that's going to make it a 34-10 ball game. Still have a huge lead, but they end up doing the onside kick. We're not able to get a clean recovery, and they get it back. So now this is actually starting to turn into a real game. UCLA is starting to get a little bit of momentum here. Their offense is starting to get a little bit of a pep in their step. And the thing about momentum is once you got it, it is hard to give it back. They are now driving the ball on this Fighting Irish defense. On 3rd and 5, do a little play action pass. Bridges finds Caldwell again, and he scores another touchdown. Really, with a little bit over 3 minutes left to go in the game, it is now 34-16, and they're going for 2. And they get it with Rodgers. Luckily, the Fighting Irish are able to actually recover the onside kick. And we're just going to give Okafor the ball, make the Bruins call all their timeouts. And here it is on 3rd and 6, right down the middle. Okafor picks up a huge first down, but that gets him tired. And once again, we are forced to throw the ball because I don't want Okafor fumbling it. We try to find Pino on the corner route. At first, it looked like it was open. I think if we made a better throw, it probably would have been a catch, but instead, it's an interception. Luckily, after getting a couple stops, it forces a 4th and 11, and the defense comes through, forcing a turnover on downs. With the great field position, we might as well try to get some more points for Okafor. Pad the stats a little bit in the running department. Simple toss play to the left side, able to pick up huge yards. Gets taken down at the 15. And then we're just going to actually give it to the fullback on 4th and 1 right here. Let him get a touchdown. He deserves it. And that's going to be it.
And this one's all wrapped up. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
Well, it was a pretty good game by both teams. But I was really impressed the way this game was won. Notre Dame faced a pretty good opponent in this one, but they just marched right through them. I'm telling you, these guys are for real.
We look forward to calling more games of NCAA Football 2007. But until then, our final score in this one,
Looking at the stats on the day, rushing Okafor 24 carries for 179 yards and 3 touchdowns. Still got to improve that stamina, though. He's getting tired way too quickly. And then receiving, our boy Wilson, man. 3 catches, 146 yards, and a touchdown. After another great week of practice, I know that I need to increase Okafor's stamina badly. He's getting tired way too quickly. So now that we got 4 bonus points, we're just going to put them all on stamina. That's going to bump it up all the way to a 94. Hopefully that makes a big difference this week. Another thing we're going to do is look at the progress report. Now, I did make 100 on my midterm, so that should affect my GPA. No, it doesn't. I'm still at a 3.2. I make 100 on the midterm, and I don't even go up on my GPA. I was expecting at least like a 3.5 or something. Last thing we're going to do, let's go ahead and check out some fan mail. Howdy, Christian. The high school accolades are great, but this is the next level. You are a small fish in a big pond now, and you are going to have to learn to swim fast if you want to strike a Heisman pose at the end of the season. Finally, our last game of the episode, guys, we're going up against Navy. They are not ranked, but they are 7-0, so they are a really good team, and they scare me a little bit. I don't know why they're not ranked, actually.
Hey, football fans, Brad Nessler here with my partners in crime, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. It's going to be cold out there today for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Midshipmen of Navy. We're about midway through the season, and these two independent teams are ready to do battle. And here come the Midshipmen. The Midshipmen haven't been buying the underdog hype, which should make for a great game today. Kurt?
Notre Dame looks to unveil their high-powered offense, and the guy to look out for is their wideout. Lee, I'll tell you what, this defense and this young secondary is going to have their hands full because I think they're a little overmatched.
I like it, Kirk. That's an excellent pick. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish are going to win this game.
Our first big decision of the game actually comes on the very first series for the Fighting Irish. Okafor giving the ball on 3rd and 3, not able to pick up the first down, so it is now 4th and 1, and I decided to go for it. I know we're playing away. Navy's a great football team, but this right here, this is where you get your momentum. So we're going to line up in the I formation, and we're actually going to hand it off to Taylor, who picks up the first down easily. New set of downs. Hopefully we can keep moving the ball with Okafor. 3rd and 3. And this time we don't get it. Okafor actually loses yards trying to bounce it to the outside, and we're forced to punt. Luckily, our defense comes through, forcing Navy to a 3rd and 10. One thing Navy does not like to do is throw the ball. McDaniels launches the ball deep. Luckily, we're able to get a hand on it. I don't know if the receiver dropped it or not, but it's incomplete. 4th down, Navy has to punt. Not getting a whole lot going in the run game. I'm thinking, why not throw it to Wilson? Thompson has him open deep, but he throws it out of bounds. Otherwise, that would have been an awesome catch and great field position. With 3rd and 13, we just run a little screen pass to Okafor. Not able to get anything going, forcing another 4th down, and we're having to punt again. This is definitely starting out as a defensive battle. Luckily for us, Navy can't get anything going with that spectacular option. Fighting Irish defense forces them to punt as well, and we are now into the 2nd quarter, and it is a 0-0 ball game. Direct snap to Okafor, makes the guy miss, and it looks like we might have some momentum going right here. 2nd down and 3, I see that as single coverage, so I'm going with our boy Wilson on a simple post route. The DB for Navy Green ends up making a great play, getting the interception, And right now we've gone at Wilson twice now. One was an incomplete pass and the other one is an interception. Once again, man, our Fighting Irish defense comes through on 3rd and 10, forcing them to throw the ball. It's incomplete. 4th down. They don't even attempt a field goal. With it still being 0-0, I know that we need to get a drive going, so we end up finding Pino over here on a drag route, forcing a 3rd and 2, and that's when we hand the ball off to Okafor. Finds his lead blocks, able to pick up the 1st down easily, actually shows off the speed going down the right sideline, and we are at midfield now. Trying to manage Okafor's stamina, though, we end up having to throw the ball. Thompson rolling out. Finds Schultz in the middle of the field, and we are in business, baby, down at the 30-yard line. We're at least going to get some points here. Trying to go for the touchdown. Thompson looking, finds Richardson for the 1st down on 3rd and 10. Unfortunately, after a couple bad plays, it is now 3rd and 18. So we're just trying to get some yards so that we can set up for an easy field goal right here, and that's exactly what we do. Trying to get a 34-yard field goal with number 18, our kicker, and he gets it with ease. Finally, the first points of the game are scored with only 16 seconds left to go in the half. Start of the second half, Navy gets the ball, and they are facing a 3rd and 7. So far, this Fighting Irish defense has been awesome on 3rd down, but McDaniels ends up finding Dickerson. They're actually able to complete a pass. Getting all the way down to midfield. 2nd and 7. They throw a little jailbreak screen, and Brown is gone, actually scoring a touchdown. So the only 2 complete passes that they have go for huge yards and actually give Navy the lead 7-3. All right, so now we're facing our first deficit of the game. You already know the drill, man. Hand it off to that boy Okafor. Picks up a 1st down with ease, knocking players off of him. And it's the same old story. When he's fresh, it's not a problem. But when he's not fresh, I have to throw the ball, and I make boneheaded mistakes. This happened when I was trying to throw it to Okafor, pressing R1. Instead, I pressed L1 to a receiver that was in double coverage. Pick 6. So now we're really in trouble, down 14-3. Feeling a little bit of this pressure, I'm going to throw it deep to Wilson. He has been money all year. And again, we cannot hook up. 0 for 3 with Wilson right now. Luckily for us, we got Okafor, do a little direct snap. He's able to pick up the 1st down. Throws a man off of him. In the shotgun setting, Thompson rolls out to the left. Finds a wide open Richardson. Easy completion. Big gang down to the 35-yard line. Why not? We're going to try to go to Wilson once again. Trying to get the touchdown right here. And what do you know? Green makes another spectacular play. Just cannot find the connection right now with Wilson. 3rd and 7, needing a big play. We're going to hand it off to Okafor. And it looks like we're about to score a touchdown, but no, they say he's out of bounds. Oh my gosh, it should have been a walk-in. Instead, we're actually going to have to work for it. We're looking for Richardson to get in the end zone, and luckily for us, he comes down with it in double coverage. Woo, we're back in this ball game, baby. It is now 14-10. Now all we need to do is get one stop on defense to take the lead. Forcing a 3rd and 4. McDaniels hands the ball off to Howard, who picks up the 1st. I wish we could have gotten that right there because it would have been in great field position. A couple plays later, we're able to force another 3rd down. We bring the blitz this time, and Zellner gets the sack. It is now 4th and 19. Either they're going to have to punt it or they're going to have to kick an extremely long field goal. That is what I would have thought, but no, they decide to go for it, so we drop everybody back in coverage. All we have to do is get one stop, and we can't do that. They find Barry across the middle of the field. 1st and 10 from the 13. At this point, I'm absolutely disgusted. Navy, for whatever reason, they decide to throw the ball. Smith gets the interception, and we have new life, baby. All we have to do is go down and score a touchdown with only 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. And we can do it because we got that boy Christian Okafor. First offensive play, we do a direct snap to Okafor. Picks up the 1st down easy, makes the guy miss, and we are rocking and rolling, baby. It is going to be the Christian Okafor show right here. Bouncing off people, stiff arming them. We are back to midfield, but Christian gets tired, so I have to go 5 wide. And you know what happens when I go 5 wide? Yes, I throw picks. Once again, for some reason, my brain tells the fingers to press L1, but my fingers press R1, and it is another pick 6. 52-yard touchdown. With a little over 2 minutes left to go in the game, we really just have to start throwing the ball. Finally, Wilson comes down with it, makes a huge play. We get into Navy territory, and we're just going to keep throwing it. Trying to go to him again for the quick touchdown. This time, Thompson overthrows him. Going 5 wide once again, trying to get points really quickly here. We find Pearson on the corner out, comes down with it even after getting hit, and we are in the red zone. Little under 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Okafor, we're just going to try to run it in right here. Not able to get in, down at the 3-yard line. We end up doing a hurry-up offense, doing the exact same play, this time to the opposite side, and Okafor gets in easily, cutting down this lead. We're going to go ahead and go for 2, try to make this a 3-point game right here. Do the exact same play. This time they're ready for it, but Okafor is still able to get to the outside for the 2-point conversion. It is now 21-18. With a little over a minute to go in the game, we're using all 3 timeouts on defense, forcing Navy into a 3rd and 7. If we can get this stop right here, we have a chance. But unfortunately, Navy comes out, runs a option play that we have not seen all game. Cummings ends up taking it and gets the first down all the way to the 15. And that should wrap it up. But for some reason, Navy decides to kick a field goal instead of running the clock out. They really don't even have to do this, but yet they still do it anyways. Kick a field goal, they make it, so now it is 24-18, but there is 1 second left to go in the game. So there is still hope. We do a fair catch, we get the ball at the 20-yard line. We're going to go to Wilson. Thompson throws it deep. And unfortunately, it is just not meant to be.
And this one's all wrapped up. Kirk, any final thoughts here?
I was impressed with both teams out there, but the difference in this game came down to execution and playing mistake-free football. Notre Dame made a few more mistakes in this game than their opponents. Whether it's turnovers, penalties, missed tackles, or blown assignments, you just can't afford to make mistakes and expect to win.
We hope you enjoyed this game as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. So long, everyone.
Looking at the stats on the day, Okafor, 18 carries, 146 yards, and 1 touchdown. So when the dude was fresh, he was unstoppable. Receiving, Okafor had 2 catches for 7 yards, and Wilson had 2 for 42. Again, we just couldn't get anything going with Wilson. And taking a look at the Campus Gazette, yes, we were absolutely humbled. Navy hands the number 2 Fighting Irish their first setback of 2006. With that loss, guys, I went into the top 25, and we actually dropped all the way to number 10. Going from 2 to 10 because we lost to a now 8-0 Navy. If one good thing came out of this, at least everybody knows now that I'm not just going to beat every single team on the schedule by 40. Whenever we play a good team, it's a good ball game usually. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm the coach. We're on the road to 1,000 subs. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and I'm out.